Real talk, the metaphor messiah, man. I got this one. Let's go. You ever seen the morning star? Mr. Metaphor Messiah, back to show you who we are. I represent a legacy, a pothead like the 70s, a different kind of mind. They say we only speak in melodies. Legend in the game, I think I found a solution. Got a crazy kind of flow, I need a verbal institution.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Dead on Dave, coming at you live from Germany. Ich liebe Deutschland and ich liebe auch. What's going on? How you guys doing? Hope you're enjoying your weekend. It's in the middle of the weekend. I hope you guys are having a good time, watching some football, watching some copious fat man, hopefully watching some naked zombie paranormal podcast a little bit earlier. I was there. It was good times. Hope you guys enjoyed that. And I'm here today because we got some things to talk about. I got some things. That's right. Because there is a lot of stuff happening on YouTube right now. A lot of changes. The ground is shifting. Cataclysm, if you will, is taking shape. There's new things that are happening. There's old things that are dying. And the reality is YouTube in about a year from now is probably going to look drastically different than it does at the moment. A lot of it has to do with, over the last 2 years, the biggest trend in the community being, drama, and the coverage of drama and the seeking of drama. Look, so all these drama channels that have built up huge numbers, some at like ridiculously high and fast paces, are starting to have backlash. They're starting to die out a little bit. They're starting to slow down. Why? Because that is what happens over the course of friggin' YouTube. However, oh man, this entire time, no, we're good. We're good. It's very, okay, so people are saying my audio is messed up. Why is my audio messed up? Trend in the community. What's wrong with my audio? I heard it. My audio is loud. Okay, so some people are saying my audio is loud. Other people are saying my audio is quiet. That is weird. That is so weird. I don't know. All right, so now some people are saying, Dave, your dildo is only in my left ear. There is some weird stuff going on with the audio. That is bizarre. Okay, let's try to make a quick little fix here. That's okay. We'll try to fix it. Shoot, move, and communicate, because that's what we do. Let me go to something else. Beep. Beep. I hope this doesn't screw up everything. It's very possible that it screws up everything. So there we go. Let's try this. Can you guys hear it now? That's the question. Some people are saying it's loud. Some people are saying it's soft, but you guys know what I like. All right, maybe it'll be a little bit better now. Let me know in the chat. Still trying to work out all the kinks. I don't know. Okay, so here we go. Now, let's try and see if this works a little bit better. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Dead on Dave. Welcome back to the channel. There we go. I think I may have fixed it now. Is that better, guys? All right. There we go. So as I was saying, YouTube has been going over a transformation over the past couple of years. We've seen channels kind of grow at this astronomical rate, and it's all been around drama. Drama has been the big weird situation that's been like taking over YouTube in like every facet. We got people covering drama, we got people faking drama, we got people doing all kinds of things in the name of drama. And now what we're starting to see is almost a backlash of that, because now people are getting tired of it. And now these drama channels are starting to lose subs like crazy. They're starting to go down, or they're simply not growing at that same rate that they were. And some people really don't know how to deal with that fact. It's like, how can this be happening? I was on record-setting paces. Most people are blaming it on either being exposed or things like that. Nobody's looking at it from the aspect of maybe, quite simply, that the viewing audience simply has gotten tired of the bullshit. Look, the fact is, drama is never going to go away. We have Entertainment Tonight and Entertainment E-Weekly, all that crap. The Inquirer, it exists for a reason, and it always will exist. People like tabloids. People like others that are in a higher place than them, even in the cesspool that is YouTube. People like to find out what's wrong with people, what's right with people, what's going on, see them exposed, see them built up, see them torn down, whatever the case may be. People are always going to like it. But the problem really does become when you have all these YouTubers who start going after each other for petty reasons and not making it feel authentic and legitimate. And I'm not bringing this guy up just because of all the situation that has happened in the past, but I think that there is no more a greater place to point at than Keemstar's obsession with Scarce right now. I find it unbelievably fascinating. Every single day, Keemstar can't just go out and do what he was doing 3-4 months ago when Baited got his reputation back and people were really starting to enjoy his content. For the first time, I was really enjoying his content. I never really enjoyed what he was doing because he was so vicious and I never found entertainment in that. And then right around Baited, when it started, he kind of turned over this different leaf. He was a different guy. He seemed happy, content. He seemed like he was just really gripping it and ripping it. And there wasn't a worry about being vindictive or angry or salty. None of that. It was just about entertainment. For once, what he spouts all the time was true. For a small period of time, it was really about entertainment. But now, more vendettas have popped up, and his never-ending obsession with John Scarce is coming to a head. Every single day, it seems like, there is a Scarce got this wrong. Scarce did this wrong. And most of the time, it's not even that Scarce is getting stories wrong. It's just a matter of perception, and Keemstar's taking the other perception. Yesterday, this happened on a story about a YouTuber stealing the entire, or, allegedly stealing the entire genre of the 1,000-degree knife. And Keem kind of looked at it from a different angle, and basically, even if Keemstar, what he was saying was right in this situation, doesn't really disprove anything that Scarce was saying. It just shows that there was a different perspective to look at it. And instead, he tried to paint Scarce like he was horrible at his job, which in some aspects, Scarce can be. He can be very boring. He does kind of get a little loose with facts at times, but he is entertaining to a large group of people because he's a non-threatening guy who just kind of goes out and does his thing. Keemstar can't get past himself because of everything that happened with Grade Leafy and the Scarce uprising that happened because of that situation. And so he still has this final axe to grind. All the other axes have been ground pretty well, even with Tommy C. It serves a purpose, and it seems to be going in a way that everything's going to be okay, down the line. He's going to either forget it, give it up, or he's just simply going to be defeated. And it looks like that's going to fall by the wayside. But Scarce seems like that last one, that he has to kind of make one more go. He's got to make one more finishing blow. It's like he's never going to be complete until he catches Scarce or destroys him. And he tries to discredit him constantly. I mean, his tweets are always about, why do I get called out for this when John Scarce can say what he says? Because I'll tell you exactly why. There's one really simple reason why. It's perception of personality. John Scarce comes off as a non-threatening, simple dude. Nothing more than that. It doesn't come off as an uber intelligent or a guy who's trying to placate all kinds of, he's just doing what he does. There's nothing vindictive. There's nothing outside of the box. It just is what it is. It's either boring or it's not. You're not watching Scarce for personality. Most of the time, you're just watching for the news. Keemstar's on the opposite end of it. And what he doesn't seem to understand is the perception about Keemstar is the last thing anyone would ever say about Keem is that he is non-threatening. Keem is very threatening. He has a bulldog perception about him. People think that he's vicious. People think that he's malicious. People think that he's vindictive. And all of these things have been proven true at times. So it's pretty insane when you think about it in those terms. And it doesn't seem like Keem can grasp it, and Scarce simply doesn't care. Because Scarce is too busy being John Scarce. For my wrestling audience, I think I could break this down in a really, really good way. I think that Tommy C's SFTP, Dave is fat. Yeah, I am. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, buddy. You are too, you fat motherfucker. Anyway, I think I can break this down in a really good wrestling way. What Keemstar is the diehard smart wrestling fan that has to point out all the little things that's wrong with all the competitors and everything that's happening in the ring, like the technical aspect of it, the botches, all that good stuff. John Scarce is the 9-year-old in a Roman Reigns shirt who's just fucking happy to be there. Doesn't really care about the technical aspect of it, doesn't really care about anything being pretty or high spots or anything like that. He's just there to have a good time, and he's not overthinking all the bullshit that make the Smarks so goddamn insane. Because that's what it really comes down to. That's how I see these two in simplest terms. And yes, when I think of simplest terms, I usually go to wrestling. I can't help that. That's where I go. And I find it very fascinating that this is the last big YouTube drama that simply won't die. Now, if you want more evidence to that, there seems to be a new way of going in YouTube drama. More serious topics. Whereas, as we're seeing with this pedo ring situation that people are starting to talk about, H3 is being asked to cover it. Pyrocynical did a fantastic view. Scarce did a video. The one guy who didn't is Keemstar. Now, he's probably getting more facts on it before I'm expecting it to come today on today's Drama Alert, but we'll see. It's interesting that it seems to be going to the more serious and less frivolous dramas seems to be the next stop. And I think that it has to do with the evolution of the drama commentary community, whatever you want to call it. Because like I said, I feel the future of all of this is the radio style podcast. The radio style podcast that has existed in radio for 100 years, essentially. You know, this is what's going to be the more norm. And the reality is the personal dramas, the screaming, the yelling, and all of the ad hominem attacks and everything, they only carry an audience so far. They only take that so far. You have to have something, a little bit more substance every now and then, or you're going to get lost in the shuffle. You're going to turn away your audience. It's just how and it's happening. You're seeing it in the commentary community. It's why the commentary community is crumbling apart. Even the heavyweights, they're all going through slumps, and not just the typical January slump. I mean, some are from exposed, but you see iDubbbz's numbers not as strong as it once was, and he was not 6 months ago considered unfuckwithable. And now we're seeing it more and more. This is what's happening. And it's because everybody's getting caught in petty goddamn drama. It's it's a little bit interesting when you think about it like that. This is what we continue to see. Everybody's so fucking insecure on this platform. Nobody is comfortable in their own skin. Nobody can just go with it and just be who they are. Everybody has to throw dirt at somebody else, to break someone else down to build himself up. Now, that's not positivity bullshit. That's psychology 101. That's connection with an audience. The reality is, yes, you're always going to have the train wreck seekers, but eventually they get bored. Eventually they get bored, or they get desensitized. They've seen it so much that they can't continue to see it anymore. They have to evolve. They got to go on. They got to get something else. Either somebody's got to fucking stab somebody in the throat and blood and guts and gore and ass has got to go all over the place, or you simply got to bring something else to the table. And I think with radio style podcasts such as, Catch 33, even Baited, I think can still be that. H3s, all these guys, I think we're going to see that continue to flourish because it just makes a hell of a lot more sense. It just seems like that's the way it's going. There's too much. Look, everything can be explained by glitches and all of that crap. Sure, it can. But there's something else going on here. It's a shift in viewing. That's what is going on. A shift in viewing habits. You see it in television. You see it in radio. You see it in movies. People get tired of a status quo. That's why they're called trends. Trends fade, new trends come in. So pretty interesting. We're going to take your calls, questions, comments, concerns, hopes, dreams, quips, quotes, and so much more right here, live on Skype. David Vancura, DavidVancura. Of course, the number 702-751-2902. Ocean State of Mind. Dave, how has your experience been with Machinima? I've been with Machinima since June or July. And I've had no problems with them. They've recently been bought by Warner Brothers, which is awesome. The potential for being able to use content and stuff is down the line. I think that's a really good thing. I haven't had an issue with them. I have had a strike issue once on the channel. I went to them, got it resolved very, very quickly. So I haven't had any problems with them. Their reputation, I know a couple of years ago, was absolute shit. I do think it's recovering. That being said, I joined at less than 2,500 subs. And now my channel's growing quite a bit and a lot quicker than I ever thought it was going to. And now that move may not have been the smartest thing in the world. The reality is, the bigger a channel gets, the more you can ask for when you go to a partner. So I did go to a partner a little bit early, and I am locked in for a long period of time. And that's unfortunate, but it's not that big a deal. I'll suck it up, buttercup, and everything will be just fine. So, all right, let's get up into it, folks. You guys got questions. I have answers. Can't guarantee they're going to be any good, but I'm certainly going to take a shot at it. Let's go ahead and start it. We will take your questions in the chat as well, but let's kick it off with the first caller of the night. 904, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got? 904. Okay, I think that's on me. That's on me. I'm pretty sure. I got to go into Skype. Hold on. I've been messing with this shit all day, and I didn't set it back where I needed to do. So, yep, that's exactly what I did. No, TV. Yep, okay, that's exactly what happened. My bad. Everything should be good now. Let's try this again. Buck. Nope, that didn't work. I'm going to try to get Buck back on here because I got to see if somebody's working. Buck, hopefully I can hear you. You're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. All right, Buck, let's do this thing. What you got for me, buddy?
Alrighty. I have a couple questions, but I'll just do one if you want.
Let's start with one and see how it goes.
Alright, so, Keemstar.
Yes.
I know, not the nicest thing to talk about, but he is constantly asking for respect, especially from other people. And whenever you were on Tommy's podcast, I felt like you got none of it. From Keemstar.
Keem
anyway.
was never mean to me. Keem never really dismissed me. I didn't have any, like, I was on a couple times with Keem, and I thought our interactions weren't that bad. He never really addressed me, to be fair, but I mean, he really never had a reason to. Keem, at the time, you know, there was a lot of usefulness with Keem, and I saw... From the very beginning, it was all about how long can you ride this situation and how long are we going to be able to hope that Keem is going to continue on the path that he was on, because he was on a good path for a while. It didn't seem like he was being overly destructive. You know, things were getting better. And then, you know, eventually Tiger goes Tiger. There's nothing you can do about it. Eventually Tiger's going to rip your fucking face off. And that's what happened. So no, I don't think he disrespected me at all. In fact, when I hit 5,000 subs, he was one of the first guys to congratulate me on Twitter, and I didn't even know that he knew who I was. So no, I can't diss him as far as anything he said about me. No.
I feel like from a viewer's perspective, like when you were trying to talk, and when he got dragged into Tommy's podcast, well, the live stream anyway, and you were trying to bring up some points, and they were quite good, but Keem was in one of them moods. That might have just been his mood, to be fair, but you tried to talk or bring up a point, and he kind of just dismissed it instantly. Yeah, and I just thought that was really rude on his part, especially when he's so enthusiastic on the respect aspect.
He's also
I just feel like he didn't give you any.
But it's also kind of consistent with how he views YouTube. He has very little respect for smaller YouTube channels. He says it all the time. He makes fun of them a little bit. You know, micros, they don't really mean anything, and in some instances they don't. I don't think that I didn't take it that way. It just kind of was what it was. I didn't take it personally. If you guys took it that way, that's completely fine, but I certainly didn't take it that way. Of all the things to be mad at Keemstar about, and believe me, there are plenty, that's not one of them for me.
All right. I just thought that's what it looked like from...
No, that's fair. No, you're more than entitled to your opinion. You said you had a second question. Go ahead and shoot. You asked a very good question. That was a good question. Let's get with a second one.
All right. I'll choose this one. All right. The controversy with all the YouTubers and streamers using the N-word. More recently, PewDiePie got a lot of backlash. He didn't even say the full word. He just said...
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Do you think it's a bit pathetic now? Because especially Keemstar's been reporting the streamers got banned for saying the N-word. Especially, it's a bit hypocritical considering he has done it.
Yeah.
I think it's getting a bit more pathetic nowadays because it's like, yes, it's wrong to say it, but it's just being perceived the wrong way as well.
It's anything for shock value. It seems like some people are doing it for. Other people are just straight slipping and saying things. Look, it's become, for a lot of people, I don't think the N-word is necessarily a racist term anymore. I think they just say it because it's a term that's outlandish and it's going to get a reaction. It's becoming, in a sense, and some people may not like this, but it's becoming cunt in a way. 10, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, cunt was untouchable in the United States. Untouchable. It's always been acceptable in England and Australia.
Yeah, I still to this day get in trouble for. I'm really bad with swearing, and my girlfriend goes mad at me. She says, "Do not use that word when you're with me."
Yeah,
she hates it.
But now it's become more common. I use it all the time, and I was one of those kids who I was told never to use that word. That was the bad one. That was the real bad one. So I think the N-word in some instances is becoming that. It's interesting. I don't mind when people are doing it mainly on Twitch and stuff because they're getting punished for it. Look, they're getting a 2-day ban, 3-day ban, whatever the case may be. Do your time, move the fuck on. People make mistakes, not a big deal. The reaction is becoming more polarizing. Not everybody is just damning the people who are saying the N-word automatically now. Some people are coming to the defense. We should be able to say it. I don't get that. Like, me personally, look, maybe all words should carry no meaning and hurt no one's feelings. Maybe that's how it should be. But it never will. It never will. I'm very good with terms. Like, people can call me fat. It doesn't really matter to me. But if a certain person calls me fat, not even necessarily someone that I know. I've had a person, I was standing in line, and there was this really, really attractive woman who was standing in line in front of me. I think it was at fucking Church's Chicken. And not a surprise, I was in line at a fast food joint. Fucking get over with. So she looked at me, and I looked at her, and I thought she was kind of vibing on me because I've always been able to kind of look, I'm a big guy, but I've always been able to kind of swing outside of my weight class, And
way with the words.
Yeah, hey, I don't know what it is. People like the cheeks. I have no fucking idea. So, and this is when I was a kid too, and I'll never forget it. She looked at me, and I thought something was happening, and then her face turned to disgust, and she said, "Dream on, fat boy." And fat never bothered me. I was bullied for being fat my entire life. So calling me fat, it was like calling the outside. It didn't matter to me. But that affected me. It's just interesting. I mean, it all depends on context and who's saying it and how they're saying it and what they're doing. I don't think that there's a generalization that you can make for the word. Like, you can't say it in any circumstances. Dave Chappelle proved that shit wrong. Dave Chappelle got more white people saying the N-word than almost anybody else in the history of the N-word. Well, since racism. Since slavery, since all of that, it's interesting.
It's like weird because you can say if I went in the streets or in a public shop and I started saying N-word, it's socially wrong and someone would say something without a doubt. But if it was a black guy just saying the N-word, but I shortened, it's just more of a, it's like saying, "You're right, mate." And again, sup, N-word. I don't want to say it.
They're called social acceptances.
Cultural
acceptances. Certain groups of people can just say words that other people can't, and some people are always going to freak out about that. They're not going to like that. But the reality is, if it's associated to their class, their group, their ethnicity, whatever, then why do you care if they get to say it and you don't? Just move the fuck on. Don't say the N-word. What the fuck? That's my viewpoint of it. I'm like, I have no desire to say it, so I don't say it.
Since you're from Germany, is this a bad time to say Alex is a stupid?
Yeah, probably. No, probably, Huffman. Jesus Christ.
Stop.
Buck, you got anything else before I get you out of here, buddy?
Since you're from Germany.
Well, I'm not from Germany. I just live here.
Well, you're in Germany. You're in there. Do you know, like how we just talked about the N-word, is the Nazi word also a very, very frowned upon?
Very taboo here. It's still very taboo here. In fact, you can get in a lot of trouble if you do certain Nazi-related activities. If I go out into the street and start going Zig Heil, I can get in a lot of trouble for that. In fact, if I do that on a stream and I'm like inciting neo-Nazi type activity, I can get in a lot of trouble just because I live here in Germany. So yeah, it's still a thing here, right, babe? Yeah, my wife is get arrested for it. She doesn't really care about anything I'm talking about because she's doing what she always does: play Facebook games and ignoring me because she hates me. Where do you want to put that finger, baby?
She doesn't even have the stream open to get an extra view.
No, she hates me. She's playing a video game.
She even liked it.
I know. Did you like the video?
What video?
Exactly.
Which one?
Oh.
What do you mean? Which one? This one.
Yeah.
There's 106 viewers and there's 63 likes. What's going on?
She just lied. She tried to fucking lie.
Hey, go under the edge.
Jeff, have you got a hat?
My phone doesn't have
I have a, do I have a hat?
Jeff, get a hat out now.
No, nobody can see it anyway. Buck, you have yourself a good night, buddy. And I'm the hat guy. He stole my gimmick. Fuck off, Buck.
No, you're the gizmo guy.
No, you're telling me I didn't do hats. You're telling me I didn't do hats.
Wall behind me of
You're
hats.
telling me I wasn't doing goofy hats. I didn't do Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. I didn't do fucking Alfears. I wasn't doing any of that. That didn't happen.
No, it didn't happen.
Oh, yeah. Well, it don't happen. Didn't happen. Get the fuck out of here. Want to hear that? I'm making Buck think about his life choices. There you go. Think about your life choices, Buck. What's up, Jeffy? How you doing, buddy?
Well, since we got a larger female audience, I figured I'd come in and give them some vagina butterflies. So.
Oh, there you go. Yes, good stuff. Make them vagina lips flutter, because that is what you do. We got a lot of callers. Jesus, I can't bring any of them in. Why do you prevent me from bringing people in?
Skype is awful.
Yeah, it is, but I didn't have that problem until you came in. God damn it. That sucks. I don't know.
You may go to Discord and you can pop me up in there?
I could, but then I'm going to have all kinds of connectivity problems. I don't want to deal with that.
Oh.
So I'll just keep you on for a few minutes, and I'll go to other people. That's the best way I can do it. Let me see. And you know what? Wait a second. Let me add these mofos. Maybe that'll help. Because I didn't add everybody. So let's add a couple people. What do you got for me, Mr. Jeffy? How's Grand Slam Entertainment doing?
Doing pretty well. Doing some cool stuff over there. If you didn't check out the video I did yesterday, talked a little bit about giving my take on the last baited and what it meant. Kind of stemming off of Shopping the Point Dead yesterday, but if you want to hear my take on it, go ahead and check it out there.
That's good stuff, Jeffy. Hey, Jeff, do me a favor. Let me go ahead and I got a million callers calling in. Let me get to some of them, and I'll get back to you in just a few minutes. Okay, buddy?
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, I appreciate that. Jeff Huffman, everybody. Jeff Huffman over at Grand Slam Entertainment. I just got a bunch of callers that I've never had before, so I do want to get to a good majority of them because I think it's the right thing to do. Let's start with Joe. You're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Yo, how's it going? I was just wondering, since everything's going good for you right now, like you got the new podcast and you're with the wrestling team, what could go better right now for you?
Like if I'm just waxing like philosophical, waxing like dreams, like if I have a genie type deal. As far as podcasts can be, really nothing. I wouldn't want anything to go too much better than it is right now because it wouldn't be a natural progression. I think the cool thing about what I've done so far, it's all been natural. I've paid dues, I've grinded, I've done things. I feel the right way. Could I have gotten lucky earlier? Yes, because that's what happened. I've gotten lucky right now. My best friend called a fucking big YouTuber a cunt, and it turned into a big thing. So it's been interesting. So I think if I could fix anything to make something go a little bit better, my health. I wish that I wasn't always in pain. It makes life a little bit difficult. In fact, I almost didn't do this stream today because after an interview I did earlier, I had to lay down for a while because my back is so messed up. I have a spinal cord stimulator in my back and all this. So, I'm losing weight to try to help with that. But the reality is, even if I get down to 200 pounds, I'm always going to have this nerve damage that's never going away. Thank you, Iraq. It is what it is. So if anything, I would say that. The other big thing, I wish my wife would fuck me. Why are you huffing? Have you fucked me and I didn't realize it? Did I trip and fall into your vagina? Did that happen? When? Alice in Wonderland vagina over there? I don't think so. It's not the fucking looking glass, babe. That didn't happen. So don't huff when I say it. Embrace it. Be like, yep. Until you lose another 60 pounds, you ain't getting in my netting. Just say it. By the way, I just totally used an ICP reference for fucking pussy, netting. I haven't used that in a long time. Because you don't fuck with the clown. That's just how it is. I'm down with the clown, and I'm down Malenko. What else you got for me, Joe?
That's about it. I just want to say you look great. I could tell you've been losing weight, and I hope you feel better, dude. All right?
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Thanks for supporting the channel, man. Take it easy.
All right, you too. Yep, too.
I love people. Everybody's so nice. Everybody is so nice. We are taking your calls live on Skype. David Vancura, DavidVancura. And of course, the number 702-751-2902. Love to hear your calls, your questions, your hopes, your dreams, your likes, your loves, your quips, your quotes, and everything else that you got. Things are going to be picking up on the channel a little bit here as we get deeper into the month. Nerd and the Jerk is now a weekly show. We had a great show last night. Hopefully you guys are going to check that out. Andre Corbeil and I are rocking and rolling, doing great stuff. I'm loving everything that I'm doing with Andre Corbeil right now. I think we're making great shows, and it's a lot of fun to do. Royal Rumble is approaching, so a lot of stuff is happening, and the channel is going to get even more. Oh, and that little thing called Catch 33. Who fucking could forget about that? So lots of great stuff is happening. But I'm going to keep doing these because I have so much fun with them. So let's take another caller. It's my German brethren, my good buddy Leech. How you doing, pal?
What's up, my friend? How are you doing?
I am living the dream, my friend. I'm really having a great hair day right now. Like I can't stop staring at myself in this screen because I'm like, look at my hair. I'm like, oh.
You're very self-absorbed right now, right?
The truth is, I usually am. I can't help it.
Yeah.
Like I need a win, even the smallest wins, because I'm so depressing that like even the smallest of wins, like a good hair day, makes me feel good.
When was the last time you did? I mean, it's kind of a given thing. Did you take a look at your passport? What it says? It says American. I think it doesn't come that with being American.
Oh, because Americans are self-absorbed assholes. That's right.
Yep. I just had to throw that pic.
Oh, okay. Just like Germans are fucking awkward, social, fucking cold fish. Yeah, I said it.
I mean, I'm a socially awkward fish. I'm the last person to not admit that. If you ever meet me in reality, I'm probably the most. If you think Scarce is awkward, I'm beating Scarce by 2 blue whales when you talk about length.
That's pretty awkward. The fact that you would use blue whales as a unit of measure, that just proves your awkwardness. But I want you to get your ass down here, man. Come to my little tourist town and we can get fucking obliterated. I'd love to drink and hang out with you, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, I actually thought about that, but it all depends on my health, because currently I'm not really allowed to drink alcohol because of certain things that are in the thing.
Oh, we don't need to drink. We don't need to drink alcohol. We don't need to do that. We just hang out.
No, just in general, you know. Maybe at some point there will be a WWE show down your way.
Okay.
You know, like in Frankfurt or something. Who knows?
Yeah, that's something that we can definitely consider. Hells yeah. Maybe we can get some press passes and we can like go as Dead on Day Productions. You can be my cameraman. How cool would that be? Yeah,
of course. You get to fucking abuse me. Fucking hell.
I got the mic. You see
it was a joke, Dave.
Look at the mic that I know it was. I'm going with the joke.
Yeah, I know.
I was gonna plug my beautiful new mic, Mike Dingo, because it's just a big black dick. I love it.
Yeah, but actually it sounds better than the other microphone, so you did a good investment there.
Yeah, it didn't at the beginning of the show, because and I know why. I was messing around and I had it on 2 channels. And,
yes.
Yeah, and that's why. That's why people will hear it in one ear.
I know the problem. You're not the only one with a microphone that changed over the last few months, so...
Well, yeah, I did it to myself, though. It didn't. I did it to myself, but I still got my beautiful old mic sitting right here. It'll always be here in the background. I love it.
You can give it away once you're famous.
Yes, but for now, I got to keep it as a backup, because who the fuck knows if this is going to work out. I hope that it does sound good.
Yeah, you know, I actually have a big thing coming up in. Let me see. I think it's June.
Well, tell us about it, Stud.
I am going to upload. I'm going to upload a vlog from a PDC Professional Darts Corporation event from in Hamburg, Germany. The German darts match play is going to go down in Hamburg, and I'm driving there with my friend, and we'll vlog the entire fucking thing. And with that, there's going to be the face reveal in June.
I want to make sure that I'm getting this right. You are saying darts. Correct?
Darts, the darts event,
okay.
yes.
I'm just making sure. I think everybody gets excited about a dart tournament, because who wouldn't?
The thing is, it's going to be a big drunk tart fest.
Oh, okay.
And it's in the middle of fucking June, so everybody's going to be in a good mood.
Oh, that's true.
And I think it will be it will be good for a video at least.
Oh, I think
And
so.
it comes with a face reveal after all.
Well, yeah,
So,
and I have a very distinct idea of what you look like. Like I have the picture in my head. I do. I got a picture.
God.
Basically, fucking Meatloaf. I mean, Meatloaf, like full '80s Meatloaf, long hair, the whole shit. Like I would do anything for love Meatloaf.
Completely not. I have my sides are very short cut.
Are you a big guy though? I keep feeling that you're a big man.
I'm standing at about 6'2". 6'2".
6'2". Okay, so you're about Tommy size.
6'2". Yep, about around that. Actually, yeah, that should be about the same measure.
Okay, good stuff.
Huh.
Well, I'm looking forward to that video, man. I think that'll be a lot of fun, and you can make sure you come on the show and tell me all about it when it happens.
Oh yeah, I just saw in chat. Am I black? No, I'm not black.
No, he's not black.
Yeah, that's.
But when the lights are out, he certainly feels like he is.
Yes,
Thank
you know, I ethnically identify as African American though, so
well, there you go.
That's why I get to say the N-word.
Oh, okay, good stuff.
I found the loophole in the social justice system.
That's right. I identify as a billionaire, but nobody seems to believe me. I don't know, so it's okay. Leech, I appreciate the call, buddy. I'm gonna get some other callers. You have yourself a good night.
Yep. Peace.
Take it easy. Peace with chicken grease. Let's see. The realist Tommy looks more like 5'8". No, he's 6'2". Every bit of it. He's a tall guy. Let's take another caller. Gabe Thorley, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
I'd just like to say that Keemstar is the greatest YouTuber of all time.
Okay.
That's it, man.
Is that it?
Yeah, thanks for having me on your show.
Hey, no problem, man. Yeah, thanks for doing that. Good stuff. Okie dokie. Some people, that's what they like to do with their time. Can't help it. Can't do anything about it. Just got to embrace it. It's good stuff. Speaking of good stuff, we got another great caller, Edgar Sierra. You're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Oh, what's up, Dave? I just had myself a little pizza, but aside from that,
back to the YouTube. Are you trying to make me feel bad? Are you like, I'm eating a pizza, Dave? You fat bitch. You can't eat that pizza.
Oh, no, it's just with Coke, ice.
What, the drink or the booger sugar?
Oh, totally the booger sugar, Dave.
Yes!
That's totally what I meant.
That's what I'm talking about. Good stuff. What do you got for me, Edgar?
Okay, but I think YouTube drama, it's not necessarily dying out.
No.
You know how in like an ECW one night stand when everyone at the audience was saying to John Cena, same old shit, I think it's just that symptom happening across the YouTube community. It's just like they're waking up, they're realizing repetitive, quoting the fans and, one night stand, same old shit. And like their fake drama and the petty drama. It's just, I think it's finally reached its climax. I mean, we're still going to see it, but fuck, it's just like people are done sort of.
Well, you'll notice a lot of YouTubers, and I talked about it earlier on in the show, and I think that Catch-33 is also part of that. They're staying within the realm, but they're evolving it, and they're not staying in the same petty bullshit. Drama is always going to be around. It just, there's no changing that. But
there is no.
But it's going to evolve and take a more palatable form. This is what happens. I mean, this is just how it is. I mean, there's no getting around that. Tommy, hang out a second. Don't say anything yet. I'll bring you in a second. But it's very interesting that it's going that way. So yeah, that's how I see it, at least.
Yeah.
Anything else, Mr. Edgar? Because I got a celebrity on I need to talk to.
You enjoy. I'll just eat the rest of this pizza.
You dirty son of a bitch. You have yourself a good night, Edgar. Over the top rope.
You too, bud.
I'm going to fucking find him, and I'm going to time him out nice and hard. Joining me now, it's the beacon of positivity. My wife is going to sleep. Good night, copious wife. The beacon of positivity is here. The man from North Kakalaki, my good friend and buddy. He turned on his camera even though nobody can see him except for me. It's Tommy NC 2010. What's up? Oh, my God. What's up, buddy?
I'm just calling in to give you love. Dave, I'm your #1 fan. Just calling in to see how you're doing. What's this all about? Rest in peace, YouTube. I saw the thumbnail. I'm like, What the heck does that mean?
Well, there's another word underneath YouTube. It's drama. YouTube drama. I was talking about earlier on the show, and I wouldn't expect you to know this because you don't watch my show, Tommy. But it's talking about how
I watch you when I can.
When you feel like it. When you're
Unlike you, don't even watch my videos.
No, I don't ever. I masturbate a lot, Tommy. I can't. Do you know how hard it is to masturbate 15 times a day? Well, I mean, you do it 20 times a day, so you do understand. But I can't.
I find masturbation to be boring.
No, you don't. Nobody finds masturbating to be boring.
I don't masturbate, honestly.
I've known you for 2 years, and that is the most pretentious thing you've ever fucking said. I find masturbating to be boring. Masturbation is... I never come. It just oozes through my pores. I've evolved. I'm above your orgasm, Dave. What the hell? Get the fuck out of here with that shit. I've jerked it twice since you called in.
What you don't know is I'm ColossalisCrazy, and no one knows it. But that other guy is an imposter, as you know.
No, he's not. No. But I don't remember what I was talking about since you derailed me with masturbation talk. What else? What do you got for me, buddy?
Oh, yes. And the reveal of Colossal's face, I did not expect that to look like... I thought Colossal was like this old man. That's how I pictured him. I didn't picture him to be this young, sprouting British man, honestly.
No. He's a good-looking guy,
in my opinion.
No, he's a good-looking guy. Why don't you tell me about more... Oh, he's unbuttoning his shirt as he's... Are you rubbing your nipples as you're talking about... What features do you like on Colossal's face the most? His chin, his cheekbones, the way his eye kind of curls in this really magnificent way? Tell me more. What do you think? Rub them nipples, Tommy. Don't be afraid.
Well, you know, I think... when I see Colossal's face, I don't know what to think because I'm not really attracted to men. So, you know, I think he looks like a very dapper gentleman, very dapper British man. But when I hear that voice, I just don't picture that face to that voice. You know, you hear a voice and you just don't picture that voice coming from that face, and you're like, damn.
He's a panty dropper. He does make buttholes open. I mean, as we're seeing right now, I can see you almost presenting. It's kind of creepy. I mean, you shouldn't be on all fours like that, Tommy. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good.
Not on all fours. Hey, you have to get used to be working with him, Dave. By the way, congratulations.
I don't plan on letting him fuck me, though. I don't plan. I mean, things happen, but I don't plan on letting him fuck me.
By the way, congratulations for your new podcast. I tweeted out the intro, the commercial for the new podcast, and as I heard Tommy say, I think over 40,000 subscribers now.
40,000 subscribers, yes, sir. Before we've even gotten one episode out, 40,000 subscribers. The first episode will be coming very, very soon, and I can't wait.
Thanks to the Beta Podcast sticking their foot in their mouth and just can't keep the name of Tommy out of their mouth.
It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt.
Hey, that was quoted from Tommy saying that they the words he said that Keemstar can't
keep his dick out. Can't keep Tommy's name out of his mouth if his dick was in his throat. Yeah.
I love that one. That one was funny.
All right, Tommy. I'm going to take some other callers. Final thoughts. Final little things that you got. You like to say something crazy at the end. Go ahead and give it to me hard, Daddy.
All right, I'm Tommy NC 2010. You're watching the Dead on Dave show, and you're about to watch him on the most electrifying podcast with Tommy C and Dave and the one and only insane clown of the internet, ColossalisCrazy, which I think if you clap your hands 3 times, Colossal will appear in your house. Wow. Beware, the clown is near.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for that, Tommy NC. And I'm pretty sure that he made your butthole clap 3 times. Take it easy. Have a good night. We'll see you next time, pal.
See you next time.
Love Tommy NC 2010. He's my man's-is. Let's go. Speaking of my man's-is, let's take another one of them. The one and only, the deep voice resonation that is Hound. You're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Good evening.
Damn, Tommy NC fucking tanked my views. Holy shit. He took like 20 fucking 2 viewers, man, just gone. And maybe it's is it true that Tommy C's live? If Tommy went live, that's probably why.
Really?
Yeah, probably. Somebody said in the chat that Tommy went live. If he did, that's why. They were like,
Oh,
"Fuck
all
this
right.
guy, fuck the fat guy."
He gave you a nice promo though.
Yeah, he's always giving good love.
Well, they went from one fat guy to another fat guy, so it evens out pretty
Tommy's
well.
going live in an hour. Okay, so good stuff. Good stuff.
All right.
What do you got for me,
Fuck
Houndy?
yeah, dude. I mean, I saw your title and I was like, I might want to, just pinch in on this one because, I like to, voice my opinion a little bit.
Yeah,
so.
weigh in, buddy. Go ahead.
I mean, I think that YouTube drama isn't really dying out, mainly because there's always going to be the people that cause it and then the people that give into it, because people don't like to, solve shit behind the scenes. They're like, oh, I might as well catch some views on the way, and screw people over in effect.
Nice voice.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I picture nerds these days. I mean, I'm a nerd too.
Hey, motherfucker, I'm a nerd. How dare you? And I'm suave as fuck.
At least I'm a big nerd.
Yeah,
I'm a big nerd.
There you go.
I mean, so are you going to a Real Talks show, by the way, in June or July?
When he comes here in Germany?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yes, I will be spending fucking time with Real Talk while he's here, and
nice.
he's gonna get me some kind of good seat or like a cripple chair or something. And in fact, I think I want to go on stage. I think I'm making demands now. I want to go on stage.
Dude, you might as well fucking take the mic and just rap his songs.
No, I don't want to do that. No, I don't think I can do a very good job. I'm not a rapper. I don't fancy but maybe I can yodel. Maybe I can do that. Who knows?
Can you yodel?
No.
So you can yodel, but you're going to attempt to yodel.
Yes, because I'm white. It's what we do.
All white people can yodel. To see.
It will be great.
It's going to be a sight to see, dude.
It will be. It will be.
Fucking hell.
It's good times. It's good
yeah.
times.
So.
What else you got for me, Houndy?
I mean, I just want that's why I came on with the YouTube drama, because I maybe see if I could get your opinion on it, because I didn't tune in for the first part of the stream, sadly, because I didn't know you were on.
Yeah.
So I thought maybe just see what you think about my opinion. You give me yours.
Well, I find it interesting. I think that it's not that YouTube drama is dying, because it's never going to die. It's always going to be around, but it's evolving. It's changing. People are getting desensitized, getting tired. What I equated it to earlier was train crash watchers, car crash watchers, people who just like to see a car wreck. Over time, even the people who enjoy that, they get desensitized from it. They got to see something else. They got to see a motherfucker get decapitated. So while these YouTubers continue to call each other out incessantly for stupid reasons, frivolous reasons, like the Keemstar fucking Scarce situation, I think is a prime example of that. They're starting to tune out to it. They don't want to see it anymore. It doesn't do anything.
It's getting boring.
It's getting boring. And you have all these YouTubers who are going on to bigger things like Pyrocynical and people who are trying to push this new story that's going on with a big, potentially game-changing story with this pedophilia ring that's happening on YouTube. It's absolutely disgusting.
Is there?
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, man. You haven't heard the Pyrocynical video on it? I highly recommend you go check it out. A lot of big YouTubers are starting to weigh in on this now because bigger YouTubers are starting to go after bigger, more serious topical stories.
Which is a good thing.
It's getting less personal because they've seen iDubbbz, Leafy, and countless others start to dip. They're not on that record-setting pace. Leafy was on one of the most historic paces in YouTube history.
That's true.
He was. And then for a bunch of different reasons, it's gone away. But one of those reasons has to be because people have got tired of the same shtick. Mean can only take you so far. You have to bring something else to the table at some point, and even Leafy is starting to evolve. Everybody seems to understand that except for a select few, and they will eventually. They'll get it eventually, but the question is, will they be too late? I'm not even talking about Keem. Keem jumped on it with Baited. The problem was, with Baited, it was still essentially the same message, but different vehicle. He used people like Tommy, like more importantly, Colossal, to kind of mask that. And now
he kind of masked his own like evil doing with, two good people, well, quote unquote good people.
Well, not even about good people. Keem was able to spout off his vindictive rhetoric that he was doing, because he was still doing it. But Colossal was a balance to that. because Colossal knew the people and was friends with the people that he was spouting against. So there was a natural.
So he's kind of neutral.
Yeah, there was a natural balance.
Yeah.
So it didn't really do anything to take away from any of that. So it was actually a really nice dichotomy. But now we don't have that anymore. Now we have people who are being perceived as hired guns, guys who are just there. The second episode was less like that than the first, but that's the reason why it's becoming a little bit more harder to tolerable than it was with the original Baited. But even he saw the value in switching a little bit. And I think more people are going to do it. All the heavyweights seem to be. So we'll see where it goes. Evolution, man.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, satire can only get you as far.
Yeah. Yeah. Indeedly doodly.
Yeah, that was pretty much it, man.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, that was pretty much it, and I just wanted to compliment you on that sexy ass fucking microphone. You sound delicious, dude.
I screwed up at the beginning. It didn't sound very good, and then I fixed it. Does it sound good now?
Yeah, it sounds fine.
Yeah, silky smooth. Thank
We
you.
might have to figure it out a little bit later. No worries, man.
tweak a
Hit that
little
like
bit
button,
more.
people.
Hit that like button, you motherfuckers. We're almost
Hit
at
that
100
like
likes.
button.
Hit it. Hit the like button.
Hit
it. All right, Ad, you have a good night, buddy.
You too, man.
Take it easy. Fish, gonna get that gizmo before I leave? Yeah, well, he's stuck. Shit, okay. I got him for you. You want the gizmo? You want the gizmo? You've been here. You deserve some gizmo. You want some? There you go. Here he is. For you. For you. There you go. I got all ASMR on you. Let's take another call. Kyle Bronner, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Hi. I just wanted to call in because I just went through Keem's Twitter and I saw a few things that I thought didn't make much sense.
Okay.
One of them was he said that Tommy started back, like he made the agreement and everything not to talk about the beta drama, and then Tommy started it back up when it was in Keem's podcast that everything happened, that, you know, Chad said those things about Tommy.
Yeah, it's called a lie.
Yeah. And, you know, the thing about it is he says that it's not my fault, it's not, you know, Keem's fault what Chad said and such, but it's like, you know, the thing is they to have some parallelism to something else is they criticized Leafy for the same thing when he had grade A under A in his video, but now he's saying it's not his fault that he had Chad in his podcast that's saying the things, you know, about Tommy. It's like, I'm not trying to defend Leafy, I'm just saying that, you know,
No,
it's
I
kind
get
of
what you're saying.
fickle if you think about it, you know.
Well, you brought up two things, lies and hypocrisy, two things that Keem is known for. I mean, look, I don't have a whole hell of a lot personally against Keem. I don't. He screwed over my friend, but he's also benefited us in unbelievable fucking ways. Not only did he allowed my best friend to fucking go on a ride that's amazing. He helped him live a fucking dream. And in part, it's affecting me in a very big way as well. Do I like how the shit ended? No. Do I like that he's continuing to obviously lead an attack against my boy? No, I don't. But Tommy can handle himself. I can handle myself. Colossal can handle himself. The people are going to ultimately choose who wins this fucking war, if you even want to call it that. It just is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, and the other thing was that Keem was saying, or like Keem in the recent podcast episode was talking about how Tommy and Clown were against censorship, so he couldn't cut that out of the podcast. But the thing is, Tommy didn't want it out of the podcast. You didn't say it should be cut out of the podcast because Tommy couldn't handle an insult like that. No. You just said that yourself. It's obvious.
Yes.
But it would have helped the podcast. I would have gone into it differently. A lot of people would have gone into it differently. Yes. It would have helped Keem in general.
From
Meanwhile,
the common fucking sense standpoint. For Keem to use a fucking censorship argument is ridiculous. But from a common sense standpoint, it doesn't make any sense to leave that in. The only reason why you leave that in is if you're trying to be vindictive and you simply don't think or you're unwilling to accept the consequences that could be coming your way. That's the only reason. That's it.
Yeah. No.
So there you go. Kyle, you got anything else, buddy?
No, I think that's it. Thanks for having me on.
Hey, no problem, man. Thanks for bringing the good stuff. You brought that good, and I appreciate it. Have a good night, buddy.
Thanks. You too.
Good stuff. Good stuff. C-Man, good caller. Completely agree with his points. Good stuff. Good stuff. I agree. We got all kinds of good people hanging out. I appreciate you hanging around. Wow, Rod. is in there. So is Case and McLaughlin, Tambo Computing, The Gaming Fault, George Keem. Tommy is drunk streaming, yeah. Roadland, The Gaming Fault. Mike Robinson is here. So is Salty Brit. We got all kinds of people hanging out. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. The Hound is here. So is Pip Scotland. Fish. Lurking Aeon is hanging out. That's always nice. That's my girl. She's sicky, though. I feel bad for her. TKO Rising. So many others. Carl Gibney. All them good people. And another one is Seaman, who is now joining us live on Dead on Dave Live. What you got?
Dave, I didn't know if you noticed, but you got a big black penis right next to your suck hole.
Yep. Just like I like it. That's why I call him Mike Dingo.
Mike Dingo.
Mike Dingo, because he's a big black dick. It's fantastic, Mike Dingo. I like it. I don't know, man. I'm just waiting for it to kind of, go off.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want a little bit of my name coming out of it, is what you're saying.
Exactly. Yes.
All right. About the topic, I don't think drama's really dying out so much, and it kind of comes in waves where you need to have some sort of big event going on for the growth explosion, so to say, where all the channels that jump onto that bandwagon will grow from it, obviously. Sure. But it's there really hasn't been anything like that. The closest thing would be what's going on with Tommy and Keem right now, but since the Nick Cash deal where he exposed Leafy, I think that was the last major thing that happened.
But even with how Tommy and Keem are going at it, you notice Keem never brings it up on Drama Alert. You notice that? Mm-hmm. It's because people are taking it different ways. They're going to the fight in a different manner. They're using podcasts. They're using radio style format to get their points across. They're not doing it in little shout out videos or exposed videos as much. Now we're seeing live streams. People are talking more interactively, like I'm doing right now. I'm proving my point by doing it as I speak, getting you guys involved, hearing what people are thinking, and taking all of this. And it's the evolution of the drama category, because it's always going to be here. So no, I use an evocative title, like, is it dying? I thought it was kind of cool to put it in a grave. I just like the picture, so it was good stuff. But I think that it's a fair way to look at it, that it is evolving to a new form, and the channels that rode this trend for 2 years, they are dying. Their growth is stunted. Hardly any of those.
Well, I think part of their problem. Sorry to cut you off. I think a lot of their problem is it just seems like as of late it's mostly pointless videos where they're just attacking people that they don't even truly have a qualm with, and when they're doing that, they're just regurgitating shit that they heard from some of the bigger guys when they went after them.
Frivolous
so
arguments.
And that's why I think people are tuning out, because it's like, well, what's the fucking point? There really isn't anything here, and if there is something here, it's already been covered to death. There's just no point.
Yeah. And the heavyweights seem to be moving on to more important topics, like actual real life things, whether it be causes or trying to protect children. It seems like the platform has grown to a point where some of the bigger guys like H3H, Pyro Cynical, and maybe to an extent they always kind of have, they're taking themselves more seriously. They realize the power that they have, and maybe they can do something else with it. That's why they're all getting podcasts. They're all getting formats to talk in this free form. So they're not structured by the same old video, cut, point, intro, point, transition, point. People are tired of it. People certainly don't want to stare at video game footage anymore. The same repetitive video game footage over and fucking over again. No, people want something else.
I think one of
my fat face, people want something else.
Or even Gizmo, man. Gizmo keeps the channel going.
I'll give them the Gizmo. I'll give them the Gizmo. I'll give them the Slimer. I'll give them the happy face. I'll give them whatever they want. Mm-hmm.
So I think commentary channels would benefit if they branched out a little more outside of YouTube. Like, I'm sure you know who Repsion is, right?
Yeah, big YouTuber.
Yeah. He does a lot more political and just social type shit. Doesn't just stay within the realms of YouTube. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of shit in pop culture that is just fucking ridiculous. for a long time now, I've wanted to start making my own videos about shit that's going on in music that I think is absolutely fucking ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense. There's a lot of stupid, egotistical fucks in music, but I think the commentary channels just limit themselves to YouTube because, well, their audience is YouTube. So
since the day I started podcasting, I have been having variations of Nerd and the Jerk. That's my pop culture super show. I don't know if you ever watched it, but
yes, I did last night.
I love that show. It's my baby. It's my passion. I love that show. It is something that I want to do for the rest of my life because I can do everything on it. And it's very similar to this, but I'm able to do it with a partner and now 2 partners, which is great. And I'm having a great time doing it. Yeah, I think expansion out into other things is a very important thing. I don't think that anymore YouTube channels are just about one topic. I think it's okay, unless like with Tommy's channel, hockey and YouTube drama, they're so far apart. And there's just like, he had 1,000 people that cared about hockey. And then now 35,000 others that just want train wreck. So that's a different little bit of a dynamic. And it might happen with me here in wrestling, but wrestling is certainly a bigger thing than hockey. People like wrestling still. I mean, they might not be happy with the current product, the current iteration, but people still know wrestling. They're still into it. They have no problems talking about it. So I don't think they have the same issue.
Part of drama that I like is that it reminds me of wrestling where you have these giant personalities in these ridiculous, outlandish scenarios just going at it. And I think that's what drew me into the commentary community, was that it reminded me a lot of the storyline shit in wrestling.
Yeah. I never got into commentary. I never got into it. I didn't up until Tommy Tommy for a long time was always telling me about all these other people. I didn't give a shit. I really didn't. I wanted to do hockey for him when he was doing hockey, and I wanted to do wrestling for me and nerd for me and all that stuff, and that's all I cared about. I didn't care about all of it because I didn't see it as a real medium. I didn't really see it as a format because I always saw beyond it. I always thought what Tommy and I were doing and what a couple other people were doing with a radio style format was the future anyway. So I didn't really need to know who these people were or what they were doing. And now it's become my business because now I'm working with some of them and I'm interacting with some of them. And I'm realizing that this medium is turning into a full-fledged entity. And now we're going to evolve together. So now I got to get involved. And I have no problem with that. I have a reason to care now, you know?
Yes. Now that you're actually in it, you have a reason to... Now I get what you're saying.
All right, Mr. C-Man, I'm going to go ahead and bring in somebody else. You have yourself a good night, my friend.
You too, homie. Take care.
Buddy. Homie G-Funk.
Homeboy.
Peace. All right, let's take some other callers. We are taking your calls live on Skype. David Vancura, Davidvancura. And, of course, that number, 702-751-2902. Let's take some more callers. Sloth Jizzly, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
All right, my first question is...
Dial it down, just a little bit.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, sorry.
What you got, buddy?
All right, do you think you'll be able to get, like, on Beta, you had H3H3, right? You had Leafy and shit like that. Do you think you'll be able to pull guests, like, as big as that on Catch 33, with just Colossal being, you know, the main...
Yes.
You think you will?
I know we will. Colossal knows a lot of people. A lot of people have already reached out to us. A lot of people have already expressed interest. So yeah, I do. I think we're going to get some very great names. I think people are going to be very happy with some of the guests that we have. And even when we don't, I think you guys are going to like what we do on our own. So yeah, I do.
Can I ask, who are those people that came forward?
I can't give you any names, baby boy. I'd love to, but I can't. You're going to have to stay tuned. That's called a tease. Right. You see what just happened? Your butthole puckered a little bit. It got a little moist, and you're getting ready for insertion. So you know it. All
right, hell yeah. And then my other question, shit. What was it? Fuck, I had a different question.
See, I flustered you because your butthole is puckered. It's okay. Breathe.
It was that. Fuck. Well,
Well, try to
I
call
might
back
call him
in.
another
If
time.
you remember, call back in. All right, buddy?
Okay, all right.
Take
Cool.
it easy. Let's take another caller. 210, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Hi, Dave. So I was watching the Tommy's response to the whole baited thing yesterday,
Yes,
and seeing him explode like that. I mean, people can talk shit about him, but I mean, isn't that the same reason why people watch Keemstar and find him so entertaining?
Yeah, it's also the same reason why people find him polarizing, and Tommy is polarizing. So it's not for everybody. That type of anger, even if it's in the correct form, like I do believe Tommy is in the right for every single ounce of his anger, it's not for everybody. Some people are going to be disjointed by that. They're going to be turned off, and they're going to dislike, and that's okay. That's why I love YouTube. YouTube is ultimate fucking choice, man. There's so much stuff that you can choose from, and you can really, you don't have to flag people. Simply leave a dislike, maybe a hateful comment if you're so inclined, and then move about your day. That's why I like this shit. I think it's wonderful. I think it's a great way to show your choice. It's democracy in action is what it is.
Yeah, I think it's kind of right when people say like he's going to be probably taking like a Keemstar type role on the new podcast, just because, I mean, it's just because he shows that he can be that way. Because in Baited, he wasn't really like that at all. Like, except for, do you remember the Grade A Under A episode when he like exploded and everybody was really shocked?
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be what he's gonna be like on the new podcast, and I can't wait to.
He played a
hear it. I think
role.
it's gonna be really entertaining.
He had a certain role that he played on that podcast, because you can't have three guys yelling. Two guys yelling at each other tend to work, but three guys yelling simply doesn't work. So how is it going to work with Catch 33? It's going to be very interesting to see. Is there going to be an over excess of screaming at each other in the same way, calling each other names and stuff? Probably not. I do think there's going to be a lot of disagreements, and I do think there will be times where there's going to be a lot of heated arguments. Who's going to be the biggest cunt? I think Tommy and Clown are both vying for that title. I try to be a cunt, but it turns out I may not be one. I might just be too nice for all of this. We'll see. Maybe the struggle will be me trying to hold on to my humanity. Oh, how amazing. Maybe I'll turn evil as time goes on, and I'll expose them both. Oh, great. Yes.
I mean, I think you seem like too nice of a person to be considered the biggest cunt. Like, I think by far it's probably going to be there.
I'm a mean guy. I'm terrible. I'm a horrible human being. Oh my God.
I've never seen you be mean before on like Tommy's Shot from the Point. Like, I really miss seeing you on Tommy's Shot from the Point. Like, cause
I had a lot of fun there. It's always good.
Like, I don't know.
I'll show up every now and then. Don't worry. And you always got me here. I'm always here. So it's good stuff. I'm never too far away.
Yeah. And as well, like, if the YouTube drama like kind of dies out and like there's not much to talk about, like what kind of topics are you going to talk about on the new podcast? Because I know it's like Baited was pretty much just all talking about YouTube drama.
Well, there's always going to be things within YouTube to talk about. There's always going to be things in YouTube to talk about. Maybe not the same drama type things, but there's always going to be people rising, people falling. There's always going to be Joey Salads out there doing stupid shit. You're going to have all these people who are going to be big personalities. So there's always going to be stuff to talk about. I don't think that's going to be a problem.
Yeah. And so on the new podcast, I don't know if I read it right, but you and Tommy are you going to do like showing your face, and streaming, and Clown's not, or how's that gonna work?
We had a plan that was similar to that, but now we are going in a different direction, and I cannot tell you exactly what it is, but what I can tell you this: it is unlike anything else on YouTube right now. What you're going to see out of Catch 33 is unlike anything else on YouTube. It is going to be fucking amazing. I cannot wait for people to see it.
I hope that at one point, like, clown like makes a video or shows his face, or you know what I mean? Like, I think a lot of people will be really excited. I mean, I get why he doesn't, because he's trying to keep this, like, I don't know, character.
Well, there's
or,
no mystery
or whatever
anymore.
that people.
Yeah, there's no mystery.
Yeah.
I like that. Keep the mystery. It's good.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think it only has, like, what is it, 35,000 followers on Baited now, but I don't know. I think that it could probably pass what Baited has now. Like,
we got 40,000 subscribers currently, and we haven't dropped an episode yet. So I think that we have an opportunity, because Baited simply hasn't gone out and fucking killed. If they would have went out and killed, who knows what would have happened. But they didn't. They shit the bed. They gave us a gift. So we have an opportunity to give people what they want, and that's to be entertained. And I think that we can do that. And if we are, we'll blow up. If not, we'll die. Real simple.
Yeah, I don't see any way that it wouldn't be entertaining. I mean, especially if Tommy's,
insane?
You know, the way
maybe.
he, yeah, like, but it's really entertaining to watch. Like, I mean, but I don't know. I mean, I don't really know what else to say. I just
That's fair.
wanted
Well, it's
to
okay,
call
because
in.
I got some other colors anyway. So, but I appreciate yours. You did a fantastic job, and I hope you have yourself a really good night.
Thank you, too.
No problem. Take it easy. Let's get another call. Let's bring him back, the Sloth Man, who apparently remembered his question. Sloth Jizzly, you got another question?
All
What
right.
you got?
Okay, do you think that Baited was entertaining though? Like, even though all the things he said about the army and Tommy, you know, do you think it was a good podcast in general?
The first
The-
episode, no. Like the first episode, not even a little. The second episode, I felt there was a few spots that were interesting. I thought Andy and Chad had a lot more of a personality in the second episode than they did in the first one. You could tell they're already getting frustrated. You could tell. I mean, it's fucking obvious. They're already getting frustrated with the situation. Like, they were like, what the fuck did we do? You could tell. It's fucking obvious. What wasn't entertaining was Keem being Keem at times and going on these fucking tirades and continuing to do stuff that he keeps saying he's not going to do. Continuing the lies, really, of anything else, because it's absolutely ridiculous. The repeating of the lies, no matter how much they've been defeated, so much on some of these fucking lies. Continuing repeating, that gets boring for me. So, I don't know, 10 minutes of it was fucking plugs for, you know, their sponsors. They did about 10 minutes on Leafy and Grade, and the rest of it was Menstruation by Keem.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think I'm always gonna like, to be honest, if I liked Baited, right? If they keep coming out with episodes, you know, I think I'm gonna enjoy them. It's like I have this band that I like, and they came out with an album that everybody else hated, but I really liked, because, like, most part of it was because it was, you know, it was made by my favorite band. You
So
know,
you
it's
just
kind of
like them. Yeah, it's like they can do no wrong in your book. That's okay. Some people are blind like that, and I don't mean I'm not calling you blind in a bad way. No, don't take it the wrong way. Fanaticism is a thing. When somebody loves something on a big scale, like true fucking Google eyes fucking love, it exists. You get enamored. You get blind. You don't see the same faults that everybody else does. Or if you do see them, you simply ignore them because this is your guy. And they're your guy. That's okay.
Well, it's also, you're kind of, you and Tommy are also kind of in the inside of it. Like, you don't like it because, you know, a lot of other reasons why, you know, viewers wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? Kind of.
Well, yeah, mainly. Well, I think a lot of it is for the same reasons why viewers seem not to overwhelmingly like it that much, because of the not being boring, because it's Keem reverting back to how Keem was perceived before Baited started. I think, and the lies and the bullshit doesn't help. You know, all of that does not help one fucking iota.
Right. And I also think that, like, Baited wasn't, you know, entertaining to me. I realized because of the argument. I mean, it was definitely part of it, but like the flow of conversation, like in the Baited, like, you know,
Not
like the
new
fast moving
Baited. That's
conversation.
the big problem I have with the new Baited is there is no flow. It's constantly
Really?
fucking, yeah. My God, Jesus, you can't get anywhere in a conversation without Keem fucking popping another gasket. You know, he cannot. How many times in that episode did Keem say that he was done talking about it to only go on to continue talking about it?
Yeah,
that's not
that's
flow,
one thing.
bud. That's the opposite.
Yeah, I did notice that. He said, "Oh, we're not going to talk
think it
about it."
happened 3
And then he said
times.
another thing about
I think
Tommy.
it happened at least 3 times, and even Chad got fucking tired of it. You could tell. I mean, it's ridiculous. So we'll see.
Yeah, I think it's funny though. Like the podcast. Like one of the first episode, there's a moment where like Chad got like a piece of information wrong, and Keem was like, "No, you're wrong," and he was like, "Oh, my name is Jeff." Like
I just don't really find it
my
funny.
name is Jeff meme.
Yeah, get you. All right, Sloth. Hey, look, man. I have no problems with you liking whoever you like, dude. Just keep on enjoying, buddy.
All right.
All right. Have a good day. Good stuff. All righty. We are taking a couple more calls, and we're going to get up out of here. We've been on here for enough time, I think. We've done about everything that we can do. We've had a good time, but if you want to call in, now is the time on Skype. David Vancura, DavidVancura. I hope you guys have enjoyed this stream tonight. I think we had a good time. If you haven't had your butthole nice and wetted lately, let me go ahead and give you a little love here, because here is the amazing promo for Catch 33 made by the one and only Vega. Check it out.
They can do their own cast. I'll do my own cast.
Come do a new podcast with us.
What do you think, that on Dave?
Well, I wish I wasn't wearing a Stay Puft Marshmallow hat when I got this news. Yeah, that's good stuff. All right, go ahead and call back in. I saw a couple people call. Call one more time. I will take your calls. It's good stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed that shit. It's great. I love that promo. It makes me happy when skies are gray. I fucking love it. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Oh, David Osborne, I was about to take your call. What did you do? You screwed it up. It's okay. I'm going to go ahead and call him back. Let's bring him back in because I feel bad that I didn't get him on. He tried to call in. Let's try one more time. David Osborne tried to get you on there. You hung up before I took it, so let's go ahead and get you on now. You're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Yo, man. Just wanted to first of all say good stream. Really, as far as the actual question goes, I 100% agree with you on the fact that like YouTubers are just taking it more seriously and focusing more, I think, on like the subject rather than individual people.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the main things. I think, like as you said, Pyro talking about the whole pedo thing on YouTube, which is honestly fucking sickening in all honesty. That just like went under people's noses and we didn't even see it.
Because it's a gray area, because of what's being shown isn't exactly porn, you know, it's just, it's another fetish. It's a disgusting fetish. I mean, there are people out there who just want to see kids playing, even if they're not in provocative poses. It's disgusting, but it's on the same mental level as a foot fetish. You know, if a whole bunch of people said, okay, you want to see feet, we'll type in no views from bah, something like that, and you'll get a whole bunch of videos that hit the algorithm for feet. I mean, it's the same type of thing, but this is just disgusting. So, you know, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that the heavyweights are getting involved. There's no reason for me to do a video on it. You know, like, I mean, could I view horror off of it? Probably. Do I want to? No. Because I feel it is another form of exploitation in some ways. You know, the big boys are handling it. They got the views, they got the stroke to be able to actually do it. They got subreddits that have hundreds of thousands of people. They can handle it, and I'll talk about it where I see fit, like I am with you. And I'm hoping that a lot of other smaller YouTubers won't just go and view horror for the sake of view whoring, because most of them don't give a fuck. That's the reality. Cold fucking splash reality, people. A lot of the small YouTubers that are doing a video, they've never done drama videos before, but they're gonna do a video on this. It's because they're just fucking hungry. They want views, and that's okay. I get that, but it's disgusting.
Yeah, like 100% agree with that. Like, I will say I made a video on it, but like I know people like went through abuse and stuff, so like I kind of discuss stuff like that. Like, it's just disgusting. Like, people are saying, oh no, it's just a coincidence and stuff, but like clearly it isn't. Like the videos are titled in a very specific way.
Yeah, absolutely.
And like, and you can tell as well, like people are like in on that because like someone showed about like a certain YouTube channel, like all of the other videos got like 50, 60 views and stuff. Then one of the videos that's more provocative, like sexually provocative, looking in the thumbnail, got like over 1 million views.
Yeah,
Like-
I look, they handled it very well. All the information is out there now. It's disgusting. There's no question about it, man. The whole thing is fucked up, and I'm glad it's being handled. I am.
Yeah, I think that YouTube really should do something about it because like all of these videos are monetized, so clearly YouTube has these people's like information, and
Well,
like
hopefully they will. Well, they probably have shell information. They probably don't have real information. That's
Yeah,
part
that's
of
the
that's part
problem.
of the security problem with YouTube. It's another discussion for another day. I mean, it's a whole fucking thing. There are so many different things about it. It's pretty. Yes, YouTube. Bottom line, YouTube needs to crack down, and YouTube needs to be held accountable that they haven't cracked down. These videos with the type of fucking comments that are on these videos
Yeah,
should be enough
disgusting.
red flag enough. But you know, YouTube. It's a big fucking
Yeah.
website, man. It's huge. There's nothing else like it. There's nothing else
Yeah.
like it.
It's true. Like, just I clicked on one of the videos just to see like all the comments and stuff. Like, it's absolutely fucking disgusting. Granted, like most of them are being drowned out now because like most of them are like videos of people saying, "Oh, did Pyro send you here?" and stuff. And like, I think like someone commented in my video saying that like a lot of them have been like taken down or are disappearing and stuff.
Of course. They
Which is like which is really good to see that like YouTube is actually taking these down because like it's just I don't even know. I think it's just people
it wouldn't
are
surprise
really
me
sick.
it wouldn't surprise me if they're being taken down by the people who posted them, because now the heat's
Yeah.
on, and now the heat's on. They got found out. Look, if you don't think these things exist on Snapchat or fucking any of the other social media, they do. I guarantee it probably exists in Twitter as well. They exist. I mean, it's just a reality. They probably exist in picture form. They exist, guaranteed. YouTube, now it's getting exposed here, and they'll move on, and they'll find a new place to fucking satiate the sick fucking fetishes. It is what it is. David, I'm gonna try to get some more callers before I get up out of here. Any final words?
Thanks for having me on, man.
Hey, no problem, mate. You have go ahead and tell the people where your video is so they can go check it out for themselves.
YouTube/MovieMania96.
There you go. I appreciate that. Have yourself a good night, buddy.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Good stuff. I see my girl Sammy up in the chat. How you doing, Sammy? Do you want to get with me? Sorry. I have issues. Let's take another call because why the F not? Oh my God. Oh, Jesus. They're calling me in tandem again. We got Mr. Diego, Mr. Lubs, and Mr. Goose calling me as a fucking team once again. What do you got, boys?
Oh, I just got invited to this call. That's all that happened.
All right. So you can go over the top rope. Mr. Lubs, Mr. Goose, Mr. Diego
dang
is
it.
gone. Yes, sir. What?
No, I'm all alone now.
No,
Everyone's
Mr.
gone.
Goose is here. So is
Um,
Mr. Lubs.
Well, he's not here. He muted his mic. He's just not
Okay, well,
gonna-
he's gone too then.
Okay.
He's over the
Well,
top
now
rope
he's
as
gone.
well. Yeah,
Well,
I got rid of him. So now you're all by yourself. What do you
well-
got? Stand on your own feet.
I wanted to tell you something that Lubs told me before
Okay.
he left me, threw me under the bus. He said like he could only watch the baited podcast. He would have to speed it up to get through it all.
Okay.
And like that's the only way he could watch it because he found it that boring.
Alright.
And I found the first episode more entertaining, and I don't know why. But the second one, I think it just threw me off because I think like 10 minutes were spent just advertising, and I basically fell asleep after that. I
think
couldn't
the
watch
second
the
one was
rest.
a little bit more entertaining. I think they had a little bit better of a rapport the second episode they did in the first, but I mean, neither one of them really lit my pants on fire. You know, it's just a different show.
Yeah.
It's just call it something else. It's just a different show.
Yeah, I preferred it when Colossal was there. Tommy was just, I mean, he was all right, but Colossal was really the
Well, what about
big
Catch 33,
part of it.
man? Tommy's going to be there for that.
Well,
man,
yeah, I'm
himself.
excited.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
that's right, you are,
I-
obviously.
I've been watching your live streams. I really like your personality, and I can't wait to see it be put out there when Catch 33 comes out.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm very much looking forward to it, man.
Do you have any information on when it's gonna come out, or it's can you not say?
I don't even have a fucking clue. I wish I knew. I know it's happening soon, but
You haven't even recorded it?
no.
Oh.
I know, man. I'm telling you. But don't worry. It will happen soon. We are getting closer. We have everything. All of our ducks or goose are in a row. So don't worry about it, all right?
Well, I'm excited. So.
All right. Well, I appreciate that. You have yourself a good night, buddy.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Boom. Mr. Goose. He's up and out. Up and at them. Up and at them. We are taking I saw more people calling in, so we're going to take a couple more callers. Then I'm going to get out of here because I want to satisfy all of you. I'm going to satisfy each and every one of you if I have to stay here all night. I'm a satisfying guy. It's what I do. So go ahead. Call in on Skype. David Van Cura, DavidVancura. And, of course, that number, 702-751-2902. That's right. This has been a fun show for me because I got to do my new equipment that you guys are responsible for me getting. You guys have supported this channel with donations and views and all that good stuff. And now we've got a mixer because of you guys. We got a new microphone because of you guys. And I can't thank you enough. All right. Let's take another caller. Semedy, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Hello, sir.
How you doing, good man?
I'm good. What do you think about the whole Catch 33 thing? Do you think it's going to be successful or?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be successful. I think we're gonna have a great show. I think people are gonna enjoy it. I don't know how successful, but I think we are gonna definitely entertain some people. Yeah, I do.
That's cool. You mentioned something about how it's gonna look very different from other shows.
It is that I can guarantee you.
Can you explain to us, if possible?
Unfortunately, I cannot. I can't give away too much on that. But what I can tell you is just it's something so different. And I can't say anything else without giving it away, and it's just too good to give away. This is something that you're gotta go see for yourselves as soon as we get the show up. I wish I could give it away, but I'd be doing it a disservice, so I can't.
Oh, that's interesting.
You got anything else for me, buddy?
Well, yeah, I was just wondering, what if
Oh, he's gone. All right. No, I didn't do that. He left on his own. 904, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Hey, what's up, Dave?
What's cracking,
man? How you
buddy?
doing?
I'm all right, man. How are you?
I'm doing well. I was the one who called last time about the daughter who's coming very soon. How you doing?
Congratulations again
all
on
right.
that.
Here it is. I got some shit to talk about. All right, you ready?
Let's do it.
All right. First thing, what happened to being a fucking man? Look at these YouTubers nowadays. They all act like fucking children. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've noticed it, but like Leafy, Keemstar, they act like fucking babies. Why do we give these people our time of day?
No consequences. They also target that audience that is accepting of that. The thing is, it's just this group of young people that are currently inhabiting the world. This is how they feel. This is how they believe the world is. The entitlement, the whining, the victim card, that's accepted. That's what they believe in.
Yeah, it's a fucking shame, bro.
They're going to get smacked in the face. They all do. I mean, look, man.
Somebody needs to fucking smack them, man. It's the fucking parents' fault or something.
Life will.
I'm sitting here drinking beers and playing hockey. These pussies are fucking making shit YouTube videos. Like, at least be dead on Dave or Tommy. Be a fucking man.
Exactly. No, life is going to hand them. Look, the thing is, Tommy and I are older. We lived an entire life without doing this type of stuff. We were in the Army. He had all kinds of... Tommy had more jobs than a fucking Jamaican. My God, he had a lot of goddamn jobs. Me, I went right out of high school into the Army, but I lived a very different upbringing that I was... I had to grow up a little bit faster than my years would indicate. So, we're not the same type of modern day fucking YouTubers. We don't care about that type of stupidity. We like the machismo. We like being men. We enjoy it. We don't. We're not shamed by it.
The fucking thing is, you were raised right, and then you went in the army, showed that you're like, hey, I got a fucking ball sack, and everybody else is like, oh no, I'm a pussy. I don't understand that fucking nature.
Yeah,
I need my safe space.
I wasn't raised all that well. My mom did a bad job. my mom is the devil. I love my mother, and I hope she calls in. She does call in every now and then. It is always hilarious. But my mom is fucked up.
All right.
My mom's.
All right, but I'll let you go. But hey, next time you decide to get shit-faced on stream, I'll do it myself also, because I'm hammered right now.
Sounds good, buddy. All right, you have yourself a good night.
Take care.
Take it easy. 347, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
What's up, Dave? What's going on?
Holy shit, it's Joe Martin. What you got?
No. What's up, man? I just want to ask something. Since this show is a live viewer question,
don't ax me. Oh, no.
Dave,
he's going to ax me. Oh, I'm calling the police.
No, I'm not going to ask you. I'm done. I'm done with the whole.
You want to ask? All right, ask. Not
yes,
ask.
because it's about what. Can I talk about anything, or do I have to talk about the topic of your video? Because since it's still a live viewer question.
Okay, here's the thing. You could talk about it. You can ask any question that you want. I may not answer it. What do you got?
Oh, okay. Okay, I just wanted to tell you, if you remembered a month ago, or a couple of months ago, when I pitched you the idea of Undertaker winning at the Royal Rumble.
Yes.
Yeah, that shit might happen.
Yeah, and
that
guess
shit
what?
might happen.
And guess what? Guess what? It's still as fucking stupid as what. Just because it happens doesn't mean it's a good idea.
I don't agree with it anymore. I agree with you because it's the Undertaker. Fuck, he doesn't need to win a Royal Rumble to fucking say.
That's what I told you, and you told me I was wrong.
Are you sure? I don't even think. I think whenever I said it, you kicked me from the call.
No, I said the stupidest thing about it was the Undertaker does not need to win the Royal Rumble to get a title shot. He's the Undertaker. It's fucking stupid. Stupid.
Oh, you did tell me.
Yeah, I know
you did.
I did, you little fucking ass. I know that.
All right, Dave. All right, Dave. I hope to talk to you next time when your podcast with Tommy and Clown comes out. Hopefully, it's really, really good. And I'll talk to you later, man.
I am never letting you get anywhere near Catch 33 ever.
It's time.
I'm barely gonna let you watch it.
Dave. It's time.
Go ahead and hit me up in the chat, and I'll think about it.
It's time.
Go ahead, hit me up in the chat. Go ahead, hit me up in the chat.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right. We'll make it happen. All right. Bye. Joe Martin's gone. Thank fucking God. Thank the Lord. Have mercy. Joe Martin is gone. If anybody else thinks they can follow Joe Martin, go ahead and call in now on Skype. David Vancura, DavidVancura. And, of course, that number, 702-751-2902. We got somebody calling in. Let's take it. Max, you're live with Dead on Dave.
Hey there, Dave.
Hello, Max.
Cheers, man. I was just going to ask you a good old question about Tommy and Catch 33.
Okay, hit me up.
Because what I've seen in his podcasts recently is that he seemed to be more aggressive and more trying to start shit. Is that more, do you think he's that type of person, or is he like avidly seeking out to do this? Because I remember he said that he was trying to be the cunt. But is this just his attitude, or is that what he's doing?
Tommy's always looking for a fight. He's not looking for a fight, but if he sees a fight, he certainly wants to end the fight. Tommy loves war. He loves to argue. It's what he loves to do. He doesn't actively seek it. He doesn't start things for no reason. There has to be a reason for the fire. There's got to be kindling for the fire to start. Tommy, I don't think you can find one instance where Tommy has just picked a fight with somebody. He doesn't do it. But when he sees a fight there, oh, buddy, does he do it. No, that is very much who he is. Very, very much who he is. He's very aggressive. He's very opinionated. He's very loud. That's who he is.
So what do you see as your role in the podcast? Are you going to be trying to be a cunt? Because I remember you said you were going to be trying to be a cunt, and then Colossal just said, you roast me. So are you going to be what Tommy was and baited?
I don't think I'm not a laugh track. And I don't see them disagreeing to the point where they're going to need mediation. I think all three of us, we bring a little bit something different. We bring different opinions. And since the podcast is not going to be about one individual like it was with Baited, I think there's an opportunity for all of us to have a voice. Now, look, is it going to be like that every episode? No. I mean, there are going to be some topics where I'm certainly going to be more knowledgeable or opinionated or passionate than Tommy. Probably never than Clown, because he's fucking Clown. But
he's just Clown.
He's
yeah.
a clown. I mean, Jesus Christ, he could catch a popsicle to a woman wearing white gloves. I mean, it's what he does. So it is what it is when it comes to that. It's going to be very interesting to see how the dynamic goes. I'm not worried about it. I mean, there are going to be some episodes where I'm not going to get as much in as I will in others, but I think we all have an understanding. We all respect each other, and we all genuinely like each other. So I think we're going to be trying to put each other over. So, I mean, I think there's that too. Doesn't mean we're going to circle jerk each other, but we're going to give each other opportunities to get our points across.
All right, well, I'm excited to hear that. It sounds good. I'm going to be waiting for the episode of Catch 33 to come out.
Sweet, Max. I appreciate that, buddy. And I can't wait till you get a job as a fucking game show announcer, because you got the voice for it, bud.
Yeah, cheers, man. All right, see you later. Have a good day.
Okay, I think I'm tired. I think I'm tired. Sarah Small says, I'm bored and need some cuddling. Come on down to Germany. Cattell Goss is in the chat hanging out. So is Tambo Computing. Carl Gibney, Sleeping Angels, Pittsburgh. Boy, let's give him a timeout just because. Let's just do that. There we go. There you go. Big Daddy Land is here. Whole bunch of people. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. I think we're about done. I think we've done everything that we can do. We've laughed a little. We cried a little. We've all learned something about ourselves. It's been magical, folks. It's been magical, but all good things must eventually come to an end. And I think we've hit that time. I want to go get some rest, get a little bit of sleep, schlafen. I think it's time. Thank you guys very much for joining us right here on Dead on Dave Productions. Go make sure you check out everybody in the description box, everybody on the feature channels page. Andre Corbeil and I, we got our new episode out of the Andre Corbeil Show. It's awesome, with Mr. Kimball as well. Go check it out. Grand Slam Entertainment, Real Talk, The Metaphor Messiah on SoundCloud. Go do it. Do it. Do it now. Do it now. You got to do that shit. And so many others. So many talented people. You got to go give them a chance. And we'll see you next time right here on Dead on Dave Productions. Like, subscribe, and share. And as always, if you don't have talent, have talented friends. We'll see you next time. Keep it copious. And peace.